This time on our WebEOC tutorials, we're going to start looking at the DMACC process, and specifically the mutual aid requests. We're going to start out by looking at board number 10, the mutual aid request board. You'll notice that everyone has the ability to view this board, but not everyone has edit privileges. Edit privileges are limited to the EMDs of each county, the logistics section, and the people within the DMACC. In order to put a request through the mutual aid request board, you simply click on the new request. You're going to fill this out just like you would any other resource request form by requesting a quantity and a kind. In this case, I'm requesting 150 police officers. Now, obviously this isn't all going to come through one agency, and so multiple different agencies are going to put offers in order to fulfill the entire request. If I know the typing, I can type it, but it's not entirely necessary. And I will go ahead and I will put in my priority. The priorities for the mutual aid requests are going to be: a low priority is within the next 24 to 72 hours, a medium request is within the next 3 to 24 hours, and a high request is that I need it within the next 3 hours. I'm going to put this one as a low request and ask for officers to come prepared for traffic control with all appropriate PPE. I'd like them to report to the Greene County EOC, and my date and time is already put in there for me. I will then put in any suggested sources if I know them. If not, it's okay to leave this one blank. I will need these police officers for about a week, and I want me to be the person that they're contacting. I'll put in a phone number for me with area code, as well as what agency I'm associated with, and my title. And I will go ahead and click Save. You'll now notice that my request has been put onto the board, and we will see that it has the resource, the quantity, any description that I put in there, who originated it, the priority, and this time due is going to be based on the priority that I gave it and what its status is. Once offers start to come in, we will have this number of offers change accordingly. Eventually, we are hoping to get an email associated with this, but at this time, it is not currently functioning that way. In order for someone to put in an offer for this request, all they need to do is click Update. They'll scroll down and they can click Add Offer. Putting on the hat of another county that would be offering up their law enforcement officers for this task, I'm going to be playing the role of a central city. Again, I will put the name associated with it and a primary phone number with area code and an email address. Obviously, one agency is probably not going to be able to provide all 150 law enforcement officers that I'm asking for, but in this case, Central City is going to be able to provide 10 of them. They are all going to be commissioned officers, and you can have them at $15 an hour per officer. I'll need at least 3 hours notice, and they can be available up until sometime next week. And we will go ahead and click Save. Now at the bottom of the original request, I see that the offer has been put in. Coming back in as the Greene County EMD, I see that the number of offers has changed, and I'd like to see what has changed. So I will click, and down here I can see that the Central City EMD has offered 10 of their commissioned officers. I'd like to offer a response to that, and as the Greene County EMD, I am going to authorize that offer. The authorized by is who is going to hold financial responsibility for this authorization. And so in this case, it's going to be the Greene County EMD. I'd still like them to report to the Greene County OEM and hopefully by tomorrow. And if I have any other further notes for them, such as report to the staging area manager, I can put those in. If for whatever reason I decided this was not an appropriate response, it's not one that I'd like to authorize, I can also put rejected or canceled. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and authorize this. I will click Save, and down here at the bottom, we can see that it has changed the status from pending to authorized. And coming in again as my Central City, I'm going to see that this has been authorized. I will click Details, and I will see all of the details as to the authorization of this deployment. I then can click on this Generate Ticket to Ride. The ticket to ride is the deployment authorization. It has a window sticker that we can put in the windshield of whatever asset is being deployed with the authorization to deploy, as well as the deployment authorization number that can be easily tracked through the logistics section or through the DMACC itself. It has some basic instructions associated with it as well, and then the finalized paperwork with all of the information as to who put in the request, the offer, and who has authorized the request. Once we feel like there have been enough offers on this, going back in as the Greene County EMD, I can click Update, and I can change my request status from open to either complete, because we have everything that we requested, or canceled because we decided that it wasn't what we wanted anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and change it to complete because I got what I needed, and click Save. At this time, it's going to pull this off of the board, but if for whatever reason I needed to see what all had been done, I can adjust my filter to Show All, and it will show me everything that has been completed or canceled. I can also filter it down just to the open, just to the completed, just to the canceled. Or I can change it to just my requests. I can also show all of the various offers that have been placed somewhere. So that is a basic outline of the mutual aid request board. Any questions or comments can be directed to the WebEOC administration team at WebEOC@greenecountyoem.org.